Right then guys, good evening, and here we go again for another Community Championship, but this time we're going to be trying out the FIA F4, so something slightly a bit different, which I'm quite looking forward to, but it definitely evens the playing field out, although I'm kind of hoping it does. But yeah, bit of a different change with the Community Championship. We're going to try and level the playing field out in the Championship with the points as well. So yeah, I thought I'd start the stream a bit earlier than usual and run down a bit of what we've said in the Discord. So practice is going to be the normal 5 minutes. Qualifying is going to be 10 minutes long. Race length is 1 hour. The car we have picked is the F4s. It's going to be standing start, so please remember that. Everyone that's out on track, we know we've had some bit of a boo-boos in the past. Fix that up. The point system is going to be off-road truck, so if I can remember this rightly, you get points in qualifying. I think possibly you get 10 points, I think, for first. Second, I believe 5 points. But don't quote me on that because I'm not entirely sure. But we're going to move towards the race points system, which if you win it, you get 50 points. Second, you get 48, so on and so forth. Goes down by 2. Driving aids, everything's allowed. I know in the past, people have wanted the racing line on and other stuff. The weather is forecasted realistic, which I'm not entirely sure what it's going to be looking like at the minute. 17 incident points equals a penalty, and 1 tyre change is mandatory. If there are any incidents throughout the race that you think was unfair, please go to the steward's room afterwards, who is Peter and Jean. To make the championship closer for everyone, we are going to give additional stationary time penalties to those who are faster, which has to be taken during the pit stop. Keep in mind, this time will only take place once the pit stop is over. But nothing to worry about in this first round because this will only begin in the second round. And that is due to making the championship closer and giving the slower drivers a chance of winning the championship. So there we go then. Quite looking forward to this one. And while we were talking about the points, I shall have a look how much the points are given in qualifying. Where are we? Let's open iRacing up. Let's open Google up and just check what it is. iRacing off-road points Wally. Hopefully it'll bring it straight up. Where are we? Where are we? And that's not it. You would have thought it'd bring it up straight away, but it ain't. But I'll need to look down further to that. I know it gives you an additional points towards the championship in qualifying regardless anyway, so it is good to stick it on pole if you can, but do the best you can one way or another. So that is it. Also tried something slightly a bit different with the stream. The bitrate I've upped. I know the quality's not been the best, so hopefully upping it to 17,000 bitrate might be a bit too much, but we'll see. Might start buffering, but please let me know in the stream. Can't remember how to join. So all you need to do, mate, is press leagues and then wait for the championship, which is called F4 Community Championship. It should be up any minute now, or just keep an eye on me of loading the stream up. But yeah, I think that's it. Going to be a quite entertaining one to say. It's going to be an hour. I was going to do this race with a helmet on and full race suit, but the partner's got the heating on and I don't really want to pass out doing this race, so yeah, I've kind of opted out of it. Let's have a look at the comments. Good evening all, good evening Gene, hope well mate, good evening Rickmeister, good evening Luke, evening Tom, how's the leg? Good evening Ian. You put on so the faster guys get points for just being faster. Yeah, it's qualifying is just same old simple. Wherever you qualify is going to be, you know, nothing taken away from the normal points for after the race, but you will get penalised going forward in round 2. Let's say, for example, I finish 30 seconds ahead of Peter in round 1. I'll have to give that 30 seconds to him in the next race. So, in a way, it's kind of, don't finish too far ahead of the other person, because you will pay the price. You know, in this hour, let's say Yashal laps me. He's then got to give me that lap the next race. So hopefully that brings the pack closer together in the championship and leaves it wide open for everyone to have a chance of winning this championship. So the race session has opened, so let's get registered and we'll do as best. But yeah, like I say, hopefully this point system works and the time penalties get given the best way possible. Yeah, of course, Tom, unless they mess up the quality, then yeah, they're going to pay the price, really. But yeah, I think doing it this way, having the faster boys take more than just a penalty in the next race. Like I said, if Yashal finishes 30 seconds ahead of me, he's gonna beat me every time. So if he then gives me that 30 seconds going into the next race, probably he might overtake me, he might not, but we'll see how it plays out. It's trial and error for this one, but we'll see. It's a bit of a to close the gap and give the slower drivers a chance of, you know, finishing in a better position than last. Like my old man, 60 odd years old, just come off a Thrustmaster onto my old setup, which is a Fanatec, and he's still on average 2 seconds slower a lap. So yeah, if that's happening, then you need to kind of close the gap out for other people to have a bit of a chance of winning or finishing higher up than just last, which in a way it's not really a good feeling finishing last all the time. So we shall see. So let's get out on track, fire the overlays up, and see how long we've got left of this practice, which is 1 minute 37. Let's see. Here we go then. I mean, it was the only fairest way possible we could think of giving the faster guys a bit more of a penalty. I think it would have been too much work adding fuel to each race to everyone. Cold tyres. Yeah, so giving that penalty to the faster people, I think it will hopefully even it out better than, you know, giving people different kind of penalties. But we'll see. Like I said, it's a bit of a trial and error. If it don't work, then we'll think of something else, but it's better than not having a system at all. Here we go then. I'm pretty sure we couldn't add weights to certain people the likes of like Gene, Yashal, myself, it would have been too long, I think, to process it and get things right. But we'll see. We shall see.
Practice is over. Head on in.
But not much time of practice. I'm going straight into qualifying. A nice turnout as well. I think there's 11 people that's joined. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Better than I'd expected. So hopefully we can have all of a good race going into round 1. So good luck, everyone. That's it, Luke. That's kind of what I wanted to bring into it, really, mate. I didn't want the slower people at the back, you know, getting disheartened because they're too slower. And hopefully they can, you know, bring themselves into the game with the faster people being penalised for it. Thank you, Midnight Dream, much appreciated, mate. It's just gone past 6 o'clock here in the UK as well, mate, so quite early. We usually run these community championships at 8. But thought about trying something a bit different and starting them at 6 PM. Right, let's loosen up, loosey-goosey, and try and give it its best shot. Haven't had much time to practice today, but it's all or nothing now. We've got Harry Jackson in front of us. And let me know what the stream quality is like. Hopefully it is better. Like I said, I'm trying it from 10,000 bit rate to 17,000. Hopefully there's no buffering.
Clear on the right.
And hopefully it's a lot more clearer. I am slow around there, I know that. Patrick Gannon. I'm not too sure if I know him very well. I know he's not on Discord, but he's all over us like a cheap suit. Kind of put myself off then. Doing his best not to get an off track, but let's see where we are on time board. Yeah. Shocking. We know we can do better than that. We know we can. So P3 so far. Let's keep out of Gino's way. It'll be interesting to see where the usual fast guys are These F4s are trickier than the GT3s, as I'm sure most of you will know that. Alright, let's go again. .33 threes to beat. Set ourselves up. Come on, we need a first decent corner. Which we did, in a way. Yeah, certainly are, Luke. I'm quite looking forward to this one. I mean, anybody can make a mistake in this championship. Lock up here and there. Then definitely determine where you're going to finish. This is not too bad so far. Up 6/10. I'll take it. We are last. Wishing too good. Yeah, I'll take that time. P6, I thought we'd do better than that. We're not doing too good. I thought we'd be doing better than this. Let's keep pushing. Let me sound frightened here. And there we go. Gino spun it. And that just shows how easy it is. I've just noticed we've got your shell at the top of the board. Now this is where, like I said at the start of the race, the time penalties are going to come into it. Have we gone faster? Yeah, up to P6. Ourselves and Stephen Codman are pretty close. Oh, scrapped this time. Hasn't been the best. So we've got one more lap to make it happen. 1 minute left to quali. We should get over the line by then, unless something drastic happens. Here we go then. Shit or bust. P6. I thought we'd, you know, be in a better position than that. Not great. A 10th down. Three tenths down. Wow, well, we're not getting that back anytime soon. Michelle's P1, followed by Yashal in P2. Yeah. Yeah, the time is creeping up. It's over. We're not going to better ourselves here. We might as well practice our pit stop, because we haven't already, so now's the best time to do it. Well, it's a long race. I think there's going to be incidents happen.
Pit box in 10.
Tyres are mandatory as well, so
3, 2,
yeah,
1.
we will
Right
be keeping
here.
an eye on everyone. Here we go then. Let's come out of this and see everyone out on track. So we got Casey, we got Peter, Harry Jackson, and something must have happened to Gene. What happened? Unless his wheel disconnected, can't think of anything else that could have happened there. Right then, let's warm ourselves up for the race. So best we could do is P7. P7. Not great. Michelle with a 132.4. Yashal a 132.4 and all. That's quite close. Casey 132.6. Patrick 132.6. Gene 132.7. Stephen 132.9. Ourselves with a 132.9. Callum a 133.2. Peter a 133.6. Harry Jackson 133.7. Tom 134.4. And Richard with a 135.3. So here we go then. Let's get ready to rumble.
Radio check.
Yeah, we're going to need an absolute miracle here.
The estimated
we have
SOF is
the tyres
2063.
ticked to be replaced.
There are a lot of points on the table. Be smart and get a good finish.
Here we go then. Good luck, all, have fun.
Good luck, everyone.
So like I said, you know, you got Richard at the back. 3 tenths
Still waiting
slower.
on 2 cars to grid.
And you know, if Yashal laps him by 1 lap, then unfortunately he will, you know, be taking that penalty
Waiting
of
on
some
the final
sort
car
on the
to
next race. Just to make it fairer. You know, so Richard
Everyone's
and
gridded.
the slower guys at the back have a bit more of an open chance.
It's a strong field, but we're expecting you to finish in the top 8. be a standing start.
Green flag, green flag. Right side. Still there.
Clear right.
Clear on the right.
Well, we survived the first corner.
The car in front is car number 46, B licence, and their rating is 2.1.
It's got to try and survive the first lap. Cheers, Luke.
The guy ahead is Jens, car number 001, C licence, and their rating is 2.2.
Someone's touched the gravel. It's getting feisty already. Oh, off track. Well, we've got 16
Jack,
more of them.
just cut the track.
At least we can stick with them. That's the main thing.
6th place.
Go right.
Incident in turn 1.
And who were
Looks
that?
like Gunon. Stewards have warned us about track limits.
Car right. Still there.
Line. Still there.
Keep to the left.
Right side's clear.
Clear on the right. Right side. Still there. Hold your line.
Right.
Clear on the right.
Yeah, we had to keep his eyes peeled then for Gene, who were on the right side of us. And there we go. As we've seen already, we've had 2 spinners. It's that easy to lock up. So we've picked up 2 places, which I'm not grumbling about. Got Stephen behind us.
All right, Jack.
Pretty close
I'll
though.
let this guy distract
Michelle,
you.
Gene, ourselves,
Just
Stephen.
133.2.
You're in fifth.
Awesome stuff, mate. Keep it coming. P5.
And you shall. Had a bit of a sketchy moment there. Oh dear me, the cookie's starting to crumble. Did he have a slowdown?
Car on your left.
He's
Keep
still
to the
there.
right.
I think he did.
Clear.
There you go. Being the fastest guy in practice to be now P4.
Cat back right there. Oh, not when someone springs out in front of you.
And yeah, another spinner. Don't know who it was.
New fastest lap for Michelle.
You've got the
133.1.
fastest lap.
Okay, Jack. Pit window is open. We'll need to pit for fuel by lap 60. That was a 133.0.
Come on, boys, you're all holding me up. 1:32.9. Ain't a shabby lap at all. And Gene sent it. It's getting feisty in front of us. Get the popcorn out, boys, because this could end in tears.
The car in front of us is car number 46, B license, and their rating is 2.1. Fastest lap for Michelle, 1:32.8.
The car in P1 just set the fastest lap. 32.794.
It's been pretty respectful so far.
Right side.
Right side's clear.
Clear on the right.
And Gene with a cheeky move there down the inside. He's full of it this evening.
Alright, Jack, the next car is Jens, car number 001, C license, and their rating is 2.2.
I mean, it's making me think, has your shell got damage of some sort? I mean, Michelle, she's in a world of her own.
Car on your left.
Side.
Still there.
Still there.
Stay on the right.
Clear left.
Clear on the left. You're in 4th position.
Has Gene got a slowdown? Possibly could have.
Car on your left.
Oh.
Clear. Car on
Sorry,
your
Gene.
left. Still there.
That were nearly
Hold your line.
an
Still
ending
there.
moment
Hold
for
your
me.
line.
Clear left.
Clear.
Possibly Gene. Did well to keep it, you know, in a straight line. I don't think we'll try first gear
Car ahead
around
is
that corner
still
anymore.
Car number 5, and their rating is 2.0.
The leader just did a 33.
Gotta try and settle down now and keep with Gene and Stephen, and hopefully we can catch back up to Casey and Michelle.
3. Just set the fastest lap. 32.582.
hideous corner off camber is that? It looks like Yashal and Casey are slowing each other up. And that's what we want to see. We're back in the game, if that's the case.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
The guy ahead has just done a 132.7.
Tricky.
Okay, Jack, you need to pass this track. You're losing
Just
too
over
much
10
time.
minutes done. 48 minutes still to go. Just need to try and remember to brake a bit earlier on the off-cambered corners. Last lap we're a 132.7, which isn't bad. We're back into the race, boys. Although we got boxed in.
Keep to the left.
Clear right.
Clear on the right.
Is 0.5 off the pace. New fastest lap.
The car in P7 just set the fastest lap. 32.443. Left side.
Still
Stay on the right.
Clear left.
Clear.
Nice move, mate. Okay, Jack. The next car is car number 46. B license. And their rating is 2.1.
I think Stephen got a slow down there. Come on, let's catch back up to this group. The battle for P2. Gap is 1.5. We need to be within that draft.
Point limits. You've got half your fuel
That's
left.
3 so far. Patrick's looking pretty quick.
Closing the gap. It's now 0.2. A bit quicker than us.
Get back in fifth.
P5. The guy
Right side. The car in P4 just set the fastest lap. 32.276. Clear.
If we can stay with Patrick here, hopefully we can gain or catch back up to, you know, Gene, Casey and Yashal. Get off them sausage curbs, Jack.
The next car is Gunon, car number 86, C license, and their
We
rating
have an offer.
is
Your shall has gone off.
Ooh, it's quiet. Some serious concentration going on here, boys.
It certainly is. Which is not a bad thing. Oh, skiddy skidder. Patrick nearly lost it then. And Yashal has boxed. Does he believe he's getting held up? Or did he have some damage? I nearly lost it again. Come on. And Gene's just in front of us, so he's lost a place.
Faster than you into turn 3. Okay, Jack, the next car is car number 46, B license, and their rating is 2.1.
This is certainly tricky. But boy oh boy am I having fun with it. That's Casey's pitted. Am I missing something?
Fastest lap for Gunon.
You're back in fourth position.
32.1. This is terrific. Exactly what we came here for. P4. That was 133.1.
I'm trying, Jim, I'm trying. Another crappy corner. Cannot seem to get that right. 5.8 laps of fuel left. Went a bit wide there. Not 0.89 of average fuel usage.
The leader just did a 33.029. New fast lap for you.
Was at 132.7. Good lap. That's your best in the session.
My arms are aching and we've got another 40 minutes of this. Certainly know about this one.
What time's the race start?
Just open practice.
You've got about 5 laps of fuel.
The gap to P5 behind is now 0.8.
I think Gene's doing his best to hold on to Patrick here. And we're doing his best to hold on to Gene.
The gap to car number 46 ahead is
Just
now
set your fastest
0.9.
lap of the session.
Alright Jack, you've got
The car in P2. Just set the fastest lap. 32.094.
It's 4 off tracks or incidents. 1.5 off Gene. I think he's slowly pulling away. The battle for P2. Car just feels slightly slower. I don't know why. Tyres are ticked, fuel's on,
The car behind you.
we're ready. It'll be interesting to see where we're going to come out.
Gap to car number 46 in front is now 1.6 seconds.
Could just see Michelle in the distance there.
P4.
It could be a splash and dash towards the end. We're losing track of Patrick and Gene here. There's nothing we can do about it. We're out at the draft.
2 laps of fuel remaining.
2.3 ahead of us.
The gap to P3 ahead is increasing. It's now 2.3 seconds.
Yeah, we know, Jim, we know. .7, 2.8. Without this draft, we're losing out massively here.
There's an incident in turn
You have
3.
about 2
Looks
laps
like
of
it's
fuel left.
Steel. Stay between the lines, please, Jack.
Peter has a bit of an
Liters
incident,
remaining.
I believe, by that radio message from Jim.
The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 32 Celsius.
Your Pick up that corner and got a slow down penalty.
It's not what we want.
You'll need to slow down to give back the time gained. We think you'll be out of fuel on the next lap. In this lap, box this lap.
We have to do a bit of a lift and coast this corner. Not what we wanted.
The gap to P3 ahead is increasing. It's now 4.3.
You have about 1 lap of fuel left.
I think the pace has just fallen off because we haven't had that draft for a fair amount of laps.
1 litre remaining.
Box, this lap it is then.
Don't forget to pit this lap for more fuel. The leader's pitting now.
Shell is pitting. Look out for the pit speed limit.
The car in
Lane
front
speed
is
limit
pitting.
is 80 kilometres per hour. Okay, Jack, there's a car exiting the pits, heads up.
Pit box
We're
in
near to the end
10,
of the race. The car in front is pitting.
5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
Front left, 96%. Left rear, 97.
We're done. Get going.
There's traffic on the exit, keep it tight. Your tyres are cold, watch out.
Right, that's brought us out with Yashal and Casey battling.
Front is Jens, car number 001, C
So
license.
we need to try and
Rating is
catch up to
2.2.
these if possible and use them to draw us in. Dreadfully slow around there.
Incident in turn 1. We think it might be Jackson.
Harry Jackson's had an incident coming out of turn 1. .6 ahead is Yashal.
Oh, these tyres are better than blue ones were horrible.
Another off track. Just under 32 minutes to go.
The leader just did a 53.689.
Okay, Jack, the next car is Knight, car number 36, and their rating is 3.1. B6.
I think they're slowing each other up as well, which is helping us. Some argy-bargy going on with Yashal and Casey by the looks of it just then. Gap is down now to 1.3.
P5 in, the gap's now 1.3 seconds. Slow through, turn 10.
Just keep doing his best. It's a
There's an incident in
1.4.
turn 6. Looks like it's Jackson.
Harry Jackson's had another incident.
Just done a 133.5.
We're doing well to keep it on the track. Don't get me wrong, we've had a few wobbly moments, but we're still going.
Gap to Knight ahead is now 1.6.
Back up to 1.6. Let's just keep pushing.
Okay, Jack, that's half distance. Fuel levels are fine. Sector 1 is 0.6 off the pace.
1.6 off the pace in Sector 1. No way, I don't even know where you can find that, mate. The time is falling away from us. It's now 2.2. All we can really do is just keep doing what we're doing. And hopefully something falls our way. Two 2.8.
The car in front has just done a 132.4.
Stephen is 7.4 seconds behind us. And then from Stevens, Harry Jackson, 35.6. We've got a nice bit of a cushion.
Pay attention to track limits, please, Jack.
Yeah, sorry, Jim. 8 out of 17. Slight lock up. 3.3 seconds now. Completely lost our time, but I think that's down to not being in the draft.
Keep it within the track limits.
Also, it'd be interesting to know how many X's I've had. Or, well, other people's had, should I say. We've had 9. I know there's been a few off tracks and time penalties happened already. So, We shall see. It might fall into our hands a bit. It's 24 minutes left. People might get a drive-through penalty later down the line. Well, depends if they're pushing on the limit, which it looks like Casey and Yashal are.
To Knight in front is now 4.1. The next car is 1 lap behind. The driver up front's not known for playing fair, be careful.
Yeah, it's now 4.2 seconds. We're not closing in on that gap whatsoever.
P6.
We're still managing okay in P6. 7.5 seconds is Stephen behind us. I think he's managing the gap well. But I think we're an average Joe.
The gap ahead
I
is
think
now 4.6.
we are where we are.
The leader just did a 32.734.
Okay, Jack. Lap times are pretty consistent.
10 out of 17 X's, just over 20 minutes left.
Between the white lines.
Car on your left. Stay on the right.
He's still there.
Still there, hold your line.
Hold your line. Clear left.
Clear on the left.
He didn't want to make that easy for us, did he? It's another off track.
We've been warned about track limits.
Yeah, so we're 4.9 seconds behind Casey and Yashal.
The gap in front is now 4.9.
There's an incident ahead.
Lock up.
Incident in turn 3. It looks like Knight.
Lock up by Casey.
20 minutes remaining. You've got 20 minutes left.
Wow, dude. Keep your line in the braking zone.
Oh, it's... may have got a bit feisty.
There's an incident in turn 1. You think it might be Jackson?
You got to remember though, everybody in front that's lapping, you know,
Hope it don't race
faster
like that
than
for
the
the rest of the
guys.
season.
Then the slower guys are going to be taking a hefty penalty.
The gap to P5 ahead is now 3.2 seconds.
Yeah, our pace is literally gone. Patrick and Jean, I think they are slowly catching up to Michelle. If they're working together, which it looks like it. Well, we've got Stephen behind us in P7, Harry Jackson P8, P9 Peter Steele, P10 Richard. It's another X.
We've had a cut warning. Keep it tidy, please, Jack.
But we can't really push any more than we are doing. Makes me think, is Yashal and Casey going to be able to make it to the end? They did pit earlier. Interesting.
The gap in front is now 4.1.
We can't do it. Can't do anything more than we're doing. We're actually in no man's land. Which is frustrating, but it is what it is. It's another X.
Going out of track limits. Keep it between the lines.
Not many more to play with. Which is 4 more with 15 minutes left. Just keep doing what we're doing. Stephen's still in that 7-second mark.
The gap in front is now 5.0 seconds. All right,
Yeah,
Jack.
there's nothing we
15
can do,
minutes left.
Jimbo.
That's 15 minutes.
Keep it within the track limits. Come on.
The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 29 Celsius. Lap times are pretty consistent.
Gain 2/10 last lap to Stephen.
The gap to P5 ahead is now 5.5.
And it's happened. It has happened. Bit of an off track. We were just waiting for it. And it had to come.
The gap to 7th position behind is now 3.8
The leader is
seconds.
running 32.493.
Come on. Let's
Okay,
get
Jack,
back into the
you've got half
groove.
your fuel left.
2 X's to play with.
The car behind is closing on you. The gap
Yeah, I
is
know, Jim.
3.3 seconds.
12 minutes to go. 3.5 seconds. We are dreadfully slow, like we keep saying, on that corner. Back up to 3.5 seconds to Stephen.
Sector 1 is 0.6 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.3 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.5 off the pace. The track temperature is falling. It's now 27 Celsius. The gap to 7 behind is now 3.1.
Stephen's gained 6/10 on us. Back above 3 seconds.
Okay, Jack. 10 minutes to go. That's 10
Stay
minutes
sharp.
left. Stay on it. Keep digging.
I certainly will, Jim. Our last lap time compared to Stephen was a
Sector 1 is
33.5.
0.9 off the pace.
Stevens was a 33.7, so getting 2/10 on him there. Not we're a better corner. See what lap time we've done this time compared to Stephen.
That lap was at
33.2.
133.3.
And Stephen did a 133.1. At least we know he's pushing.
The gap to Steven behind is increasing. It's now 3.5 seconds.
Seven minutes to go.
That's a new fastest lap for Gunon, 132.0.
The car in P2 just set the fastest lap. 32.048.
Gene's fallen off the pace with Patrick. Could be a close ending.
Okay, Jack. That's good consistency. Keep it up.
Oh dear me, one more incident to play with. Five minutes to go, can we manage it? We'll drive really nice and smooth and loosey-goosey. If we can do that.
The gap to Steven behind is now 3.2 seconds.
Just keep an eye on that.
There's an incident in turn 1. Looks like it's Jackson. Okay, Jack, 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes
Another
left.
off track, or a bit of a boo-boo moment for Harry Jackson. I mean, we can't even see anyone. That's how much of a no man's land we're in. The pace has completely dropped off.
Gee, do you want me to back P1 and P2 up for you?
Celsius.
Yes, please. Over.
Fastest lap.
The leader is running 32.262. The car in P2 just set the fastest lap 31.803.
Can you do that for me as well, Pete?
I've already done your livery, I'm about up to my limit.
Ah, that's fair enough. I'll give you that then. Keep going. Gotta remember about the X's. Keeping Stephen above the 3 seconds, which is good. Makes me think, has he got, or is he driving on the edge of the incident limit?
Track temperature is increasing. It's now 32 Celsius. The gap to step behind is now 3.5 seconds.
I thought we'd have a lot more
That's 2
late
minutes left.
pitters.
2 minutes.
Oh, and that we're on the limit and of and off track. It's certainly getting close. Come on, keep it together for another 2 minutes. Potentially there'll be, maybe not, I'm going to say one more lap to go, but I think Michelle's going to get to the line before time runs out with a minute to go.
You've got about 5 laps of fuel.
His pace is completely gone. Ever since just a few laps before the first pit stop, we hadn't had anything more to give.
Last lap.
And there we go, yeah, one more lap to go.
Celsius.
One more lap not to do anything stupid and just bring it home.
One more lap to go.
Michelle still leads, followed by Patrick, then Jean, then Yashal, then Casey, ourselves, Stephen, Peter, Harry, Callum. That's the top 10 anyway.
Okay, Jack, the next car is a lap behind. The guy in front's reputation's not good. Take care.
Just to bring it home now. And there we go.
Hey, Yashal, I want you to look at the Max Verstappen Lando Norris incident from last year's Austrian Grand Prix, because that was not nice.
Nice run. Solid work.
So, we have to go into the steward's room. Well, there we go then, guys. That is it. That is round 1 finished. We are where we are, P6. Couldn't really do much more else. Unfortunately. Yeah, no man's land. But,
There's an incident ahead.
it is where we deserved to be finished. Tricky, tricky. But for the final standings, did Patrick manage to win it? Let's have a quick look if he did.
That's the end of the session.
Lap 37. Here we go then. Let's have a look at the last lap. If it was the last lap, we just check. Well, Patrick's in the Red Bull livery with Michelle with a orange, greeny blue and grey. Let's see how feisty it got. So far so good. Michelle defends the inside. Nice drive out from both of them. Dropping now down to the off-camber right-hand turn. Nice defending from Michelle. Cut back from Patrick. Michelle is still defending hard. Patrick is pushing, you can see, well, they both are. Some decent racing. Beautiful. And Patrick gets the inside line going into the last corner and takes the win. Round of applause for him, I'll give him that. Unbelievable move, and with that he fully deserved to win it. Well done to Patrick. So yeah, well done to everyone in that one for round 1. We will now look back at what people are going to be taking with the stationary penalties in the pit stop for round 2. Like we said, we're going to have to give people harsh penalties, but for the likes of, you know, Richard, Callum, Harry and Peter, we've got to try and bring them back up to the field. So yeah, do be prepared for some harsh penalties, especially for Patrick, Michelle, Jean, Yashal, Casey, myself and Stephen. So yeah, there we go then, guys. The last 20 minutes had 1x to play with. Yeah, I certainly did, Pete. Yeah, I think many of us did, to be fair. We were a pretty close call, but yeah, I think that were a successful first race. We knew there were going to be some lockups and spinners like we just witnessed, but it was pretty darn good. So let's come out of this and see what people have got after the first race. There we go. Seasons, view season. So Michelle mustn't have... Right, yeah. So Michelle got 54 points. She qualified higher up. Patrick won it. Like I said, qualifying points do add on to the race points. So it is, in a way, a good gesture to try and, you know, put yourself up in a higher position in qualifying. Yashal with 48, Jean with 47, Casey 45, ourselves with 40, Stephen 38, Peter 36, Harry Jackson 34, Callum 32, Richard 30, and Thomas with 28. So there we go then, guys. That is the final results for round 1. And in 2 weeks' time, we will have round 2, which will be alternating from the BMW M2, which will be next Sunday. Round 1, which, let me just check where we are going to be at. Brands Hatch, so yeah, keep your eyes peeled for that. And that should be a good one as well. Yeah, 1x left for me too, yeah. I did wonder, Stephen, why you wasn't really catching me as quick as you were. I think we were both in the same boat there and doing his best not to get that drive-through penalty. So there we go then, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next Sunday for the M2 Championship Round 1 at Brands Hatch.